so you had a persistent cough, and then what happened? What was the?
Okay.
How did that wake you up?
Well, it didn't really. Well, if you remember, in 2012 there was a big Olympics in London,
Yeah.
and on the middle Saturday, if you remember that, it was a day sort of a bit like this. Nice day in the morning. Absolutely no clouds in the sky, and it was marvellous. I was sitting on my veranda, and I thought it's going to be a lovely day today. Britain are going to win all the medals, and all this sort of stuff. And I was sitting having a cup of coffee, and all of a sudden, I just noticed like an aeroplane flying over, and it just left this trail. And instead of it going, it just broadened out, and the plane had gone, and the trail was still there. But then another one came, and another. So by the time it got to midday, maybe 2.5 hours later, I watched it all, and there was not a bit of blue sky in the sky at all. It was all horrible grey, and it had all been generated by. I'd watched it, lots of aeroplanes flying over, and I just thought, I got this thing in my sort of inner being saying, this isn't right, shouldn't be like that. And it perturbed me, and I did enjoy the Olympics, and I did watch everybody win their medals and things, but my mind's ticking over, and I'm thinking, what can I do about this? So I decided that what I would do, very simple, next time it rained, I'd just collect the rainwater, put it in a clean glass, and then my idea was I would maybe collect some more when it rained and it was a bit more normal in the sky, put it that way. So eventually I got 2 samples, because 3 days later it rained, and about a month after that, there was other normal rain. So I'd got these 2 samples, and I had them analysed to see what was in them. Not really knowing whether there would be anything different, but there's quite a big difference really. The first sample had a lot of barium in it, 129 parts per billion to be exact, and the second one had 5 parts per billion.
And what would you have expected to find in terms of what's the difference between 120 parts per billion and what would you expect to find?
Well, 129 parts per billion doesn't sound a lot,
right?
Does it?
No.
But let's face it, it's a lot more than 5 as a fraction. So, and then fairly close to here, there's around Oxford, there's a wood called Whittam wood, I think it is, and it had at the time,
Whittam, isn't it? Whittam wood,
yeah. It had a sort of weather monitoring section there, and they collected rainwater, and they used to put it on their website what was in it. So I got these data from like 3 years previously, and never was it more than about 1 or 2 parts per billion of barium. And I've got this stuff that's got 129 parts per billion. So not a lot, but I then tried to track down what that would do, and it said it gives you coughs. Well, I've got a cough, right? So that gave me a little idea that maybe it might be something to do with the barium in the water. So I then found out by doing a little bit of search on the internet that I found a sort of water that was supposed to help with the cough and stuff. So I thought, okay, well, I'll go and buy some. So I went to Holland and Barrett to buy this particular liquid, and they said, oh, we don't sell it anymore. In 2010 we stopped because the EU said that we could sell it, but we couldn't say what use it would be, so nobody was buying it. I went, okay, well, I want some. And they said, well, we can't sell you it, but I knew what it was, and I knew they used to sell it. And the lady in the counter said, it's strange that, because the other thing that used to work for people, we can't sell that either, right? Same thing. Yeah. It was like an EU ban, and I've forgotten what that was, but it was something that it's quite a common thing. It does help. It's a natural product. Anyway, I bought some on the internet, so it came, and what it was colloidal silver. Now, I've got no axe to grind. I'm not trying to sell anything. This is just trying to tell you what my experience were. Just because it worked like this for me doesn't mean it might work like that for you, but it might. And it helps for a lot of people that I know, but it's for anybody to do their own research and find it for themselves. Anyway, colloidal silver with about 10 parts per million of silver in it, just like pure water really. And the amazing thing is that the little colloids are like little clumps of atoms which stick together, and they generate a negative charge on the outside. So these things don't tend to want to coalesce; they'll just hang in the water. You can't see them. But if you shine a laser through it, you see the scattering. Okay? So, you know, when after this stuff came, I took a teaspoonful of it with a bit of trepidation, and you know, drank it. Thought it tastes like water, and in the evening I did the same. You know what? 3 days later, no cough, and I can tell you this, that it's not been back, and that's like since maybe, I don't know when it would be, in 2013 perhaps. So maybe 7 years. Okay? 7 years without a cough. Well, that's good. I mean, that is a tick, right?
Right.
So I go around trying to tell everybody, you know, it worked. Well, some people thought it was a bit silly, but other people listened, and you know, they got some benefits out of it. But everybody makes their own mind up. That's the point. So the next thing that happened was, remember I'm on this thing about what health is all about. Well, what the silver does, it's a natural antimicrobial material, and if you look at it back in history, the cowboys used to put silver dollars in their water to keep it fresh, and their milk and things like that. And you know, if you go to church, they used to have silver chalices for the communion wine, so that any disease is not easily spread, because silver just kills off all the bugs. Brilliant, you know. But nobody had told me that. Nobody tells you it, even though it makes sense. And yeah. Anyway, so that was one little tick, and then I found a wonderful guy called Bob Beck. And Bob Beck had a 4-point protocol for health,